And that's pretty cool.
I hate doing that kind of stuff.
I hate that stuff too.
Yeah. I bought a like $45 IKEA bookshelf for college once, and just to like keep books on or video games or whatever, spent an hour and a half trying to build it until I convinced myself that it was faulty packaging and that I didn't fall pieces, and then I just threw it away. Didn't even return it. Just like, well, you know, they probably couldn't help me either. There's some other guy out there also struggling. Oh, he and I have been brothers. Like, just threw it away.
Kitty bought all these shelves, these wire shelves, and it was like they had to pop together with these plastic attachers that would attach two pieces of wire together, and it was just like, it was like a stack of Jenga blocks. You went higher and higher, and it became more and more unstable, and she's like,
yeah, you don't mind putting that together now, do you? Me hands, I can't do it.
And I'm just like, how is that my fucking problem? Like, you should have thought about this before you bought a puzzle instead of a bookshelf or whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. Like, I threw that fucking thing out on the porch. I'm like, I'm done. I was like, you go get some real wood or something, go to a thrift store or whatever, but like, I'm not putting your puzzle together for you. That shit is ridiculous. My hands were hurting. Like, my fingertips were like, I've tried to learn guitar before, and maybe you can relate to this, Woody. Like, your fingertips get incredibly sore.
Mm-hmm.
I had that from like popping these things together, and I got it maybe 5 tiers high, and then it collapsed and fell back, and I had nothing, and I was just like, I kicked it out the door and just fucking threw it away. I can't. Yeah. I get so frustrated putting that shit together. I hate IKEA furniture, anything like that, where you're putting a goddamn puzzle together. That's not my.
That stuff to me is so easy.
I'm with you, Joe. Like I'm telling you, I am undefeated on these things. Not only am I undefeated at things like IKEA furniture, but there's usually hardly even a misstep. You know, like I will go from start to end without unscrewing a screw. Oh, please! It just.
I can't say that.
IKEA called me the other day for some pointers. I put them up with the new system. They changed instructions based on how I put together a bookshelf.
It's not even always that it's super, super hard. It's that like you have a picture in your head of what it will look like, and you're halfway through building it, and it's like swaying in the wind. Like you test it with like a little news pamphlet, and it like bows down a little bit, and it's like, well, this isn't what it says. This is I did it right mostly. There's a few extra pieces, but like.
I always put the backing on backwards because like I assembled like a bookshelf, so you put it down, and then you put the backing on there, and then you put like 8,000 little fucking nails in there. You stand it up, and you realize it's. The backing's on backwards.
I realize you're looking at particle boards, like
spray paint.
The ugly side forward.
Fix it with spray paint.
Kitty bought 2 of these desks one time, and it was like a computer desk with like a bookshelf attached to the back of it, with all these individual shelves with glass doors on them. And I put one of them together because I had to, but I threw mine away. I think it was like $500. I burned it. I was like, fuck that thing. Fuck it. No, I refuse to put 2 of those together. I'm going to burn that other one. You can't make me put it together. And I did, because it was so outrageously hard. And the materials were like, it wasn't that it was like this like Rubik's Cube that I just couldn't solve. It was like you'd go to put the pieces together, and it was just shoddy material. And it'd be like
splits and breaks and bends.
Like the screw just like rips out of what it's supposed to be holding in. And it's just like, fuck, well, now what do I do? Now I need a lot of glue. Now I need a lot of fucking glue. Like now I need liquid nails. Like this thing is going to be held together by baling wire and pins by the time it's over. I do not like putting shit together. I would much rather go to like an antique store and be like, yeah, that wooden desk there, like let's load that fucker up, sit it on the floor, and it'll be done.
Yeah, and that'll be good forever because it was made by like an Italian immigrant in 1913.
Yeah.
You know, no thoughts of the Great War. Not yet. But